What's up, guys? Average Tech Guy here, and today we are back. And yes, as promised, this is part 2 of the best of series. We're doing accessories for the iPad Pro featuring iPadOS, and today I am back with 5 more, count them, 5 more devices that are going to make your life a whole lot more easier with iPadOS. Let's check them out.
As time goes by.
So the first thing that we're going to look at now, I have a regular stand and a case on the iPad at this time. No keyboard. I've already told you guys about the keyboard in the last video, but everybody is not willing to go out and pay $160, $70, $80, $200 for a keyboard. So I came up with this option right here. This is Logitech Keys to Go. Now, very slim form factor keyboard. It's gonna get everything done that you need to do. You actually have shortcuts across the top. Your volume, if you notice, volume is going up, volume's going down. You have pause, play, you can skip songs, you can activate your camera, you can go home, you can do just about anything from this keyboard that you can do from the other keyboard, as well as pull up those shortcuts. So this keyboard is going to operate with the actual shortcuts that are built into the iPad itself, as well as the shortcuts it has across the top, so you don't have to worry. This is spill resistant. There are no spaces in between these keys, as you can see. If you drop something on it, waste something on it, you just kind of wipe it off. Only problem is this thing still is using micro USB. No USB Type-C here. You get your Logitech branded on the bottom. It's made out of a matte finish, so it's not gonna slip and slide across the table. It's gonna kind of hug onto the table when you're using it. But as far as typing goes, this is a very ergonomic keyboard. It's pretty flat, but the keys actually sink in a decent amount when you press on them. So it is a very flat keyboard, but they sink in. Battery life, I've charged this thing up 2 times in probably 6 months. So nothing to worry about on your battery. Has a great battery, and it actually goes to sleep while you're not using it. So the Logitech Keys to Go is going to be a great accessory for you to pick up for iPadOS. While we are speaking of minimalistic type devices, now I have 2 devices, but they are in the same category, so I'm counting these as one, and I'll tell you the reason why in just a moment. So here I have 2 USB Type-C hubs. These are smaller than the first one that I showed you. The first one over here is actually by Hyperdrive, and this one is by Linteon. Now, I will tell you the reason I brought both of these out is because I like both of them, but one of them has a cheaper price, and one of them you cannot get. It's not available on their website or in their store right now. So if you've seen my previous videos, you know that I'm talking about Linteon. So Linteon is the cheaper of the 2. It comes with all the same ports, has USB Type-C, SD card slot, micro SD card slot, headphone jack, USB Type-C power pass-through, and it has HDMI. And this actually PD charges up to 100 watts, guys. Has a magnetic clasp on the front. Everything that you would need, except it is not available on their store. So just keep an eye out on this. When it is available, this is going to be a great buy because you can pick this one up for about 50 bucks. Now, the cool thing about this is if you're using the iPad without a case by itself, you can use this magnetic clasp. If you're not, you're going to need to do that. Now, this case is actually pretty thick, and it has to be a really thin case, guys. Very minimalistic, a very minimal space in between there once you take this little magnetic strip off. But it will work with some cases. I have some very, very thin magnetic type cases. It will work with those. That's no problem. Moving on to Hyperdrive. Great device. You're going to be able to plug this in and get access to all of these. Now, over here, you get one more USB Type-C. These are quick charge 3.0. You get SD card, micro SD card, headphone jack. You get power pass-through up to 60 watts over here. HDMI, and right here is where your LED is going to light up and let you know that this is connected. It just plugs in, and this one hangs down a little further because when it's plugged in, it's going to sit right there, or it's going to plug in and it's going to sit up there. Now Hyperdrive makes some smaller ones in this form factor, but they're gonna run you about $100. So this is the cheapest one I was able to find, about 75 bucks for this Hyperdrive. You can pick this up on Amazon or on Best Buy's website. I'll be sure to leave that link below. But these are both great devices, great options. If you can get this one for 50, jump on it. So when you plug this up, so I'm gonna take the case off just because I do want to show you guys this. When you plug one of these in, and what you really don't, for our next object or next accessory, you don't have to use one of these, but when you plug one of these in, it's going to give you access to all these ports, and you get the little blue light up here indicating that there is a hub over here connected. Now that's the cool thing, but most of our devices now are coming in USB Type-C. iPad is USB Type-C. These are now coming in USB Type-C. So this is my Samsung portable SSD. I've done a full review on using this before. I'll link that below. You don't have to go with Samsung. This is just the one that I have, and I'm actually going to be grabbing a couple more in a few days, testing those out. But for right now, this is the only one that I have. So if somebody wants to beat me up for going over the same thing again, please just leave your comments. I'll take it with a grain of salt. Expandable memory, expandable storage, SSD, not a hard drive. This is a solid state drive. It works a little bit faster. It requires a little less energy to use. It's gonna come with a wire, a USB Type-C to C. Now, I will tell you right now that this is gonna be great because anything that you have on here, you can share with your tablet. Anything you have on your tablet, you can share here. Now, the only problem I've had is if I wanted to download a movie from here to here, that's over 1.5 gigabytes, 2 gigabytes. It has problems right now getting them back and forth. So I will show you that we do have this connected. Samsung T5 pops up. Everything that I use on a daily basis is probably in here. My things for work, my daughter's YouTube videos, shout out to the Cutie Girls. They do have a channel. My DJI videos, my movies. Now, with that being said, movies. Let's talk about those, because if you have movies on this card, you can actually stream those movies directly from here. So let's see. What do we have? So I don't want to play too much of this because I don't want any copyright issues, but movies may not port all the way over properly in a fast, timely manner, but you can stream them directly from your expandable memory. So that's a great thing. You have this on a flight, you can just plug it up, watch your movie. You don't have to worry about taking up space on your device. And that's the main reason we have these, is to keep space freed up on our device. So you put all your movies, pictures, documents, everything on here, music, whatever. Leave this for your apps. Use your apps. That's it. Download whatever apps you want, but keep all of your entertainment on here. Great device to have. You're going to come up off about $100 for one of these though, but be sure and get you one that has a Type-C connection just because it's way faster and way more stable. So I've been working with a mouse over here off screen, and I didn't really want to show you guys, but I am going to, because we're talking about minimalistic things that are going to make your life a whole lot more easier with iPad OS. You're going to have some things that you're going to carry, like you're going to need a keyboard, you're going to need a hard drive or a solid state drive, you're going to need peripheral expansion, you're going to need everything, and you're going to need a mouse. Now, I did a review, best of before, part 1, and the Lenovo Yoga was in that video. It's a great mouse. That's my favorite mouse, but second would be this one. This is the Microsoft Surface Arc mouse. It's a good mouse. I cannot complain. Comes with batteries. That's my #1 complaint. Comes with removable batteries, or batteries you have to replace. You can't charge this up on the go. It is Bluetooth. It does bend, and when it bends, it actually activates. So I want you to look for the cursor on the screen. It's off right now. You bend it, and the cursor should pop up somewhere on the screen. There we go. pops up right there. After about 2 or 3 minutes, this will kind of go to sleep. Once it goes to sleep, you wiggle it around on the table, you either click a button, the cursor pops right back up. There are no issues with the sleep connectivity or the sleep wake function on this. Another cool thing is, even though this has the support of a removable Duracell AAA battery, the battery life still shows up on your iPad. So right there, Surface Arc Mouse, 100%, batteries are fully charged. These batteries should last you a while in here. This is a low latency device and it does put itself to sleep. Only problem I'm worried about is the constant clicking of this. Once you click so many times, something is bound to give out in here. But as far as moving on a table, it's really smooth, no issues. The buttons, nice and tactile, nice and clicky. The mouse is very responsive. It actually has a scrolling feature, so you just scroll your finger, goes up and down, no issues, no worries. Scrolling feature is a go. Gestures are a go. It's a great mouse. Price a little bit pricey. You're gonna pay anywhere from 65 to 70 bucks if you catch it on sale. If you get it full price, sometimes these can run up to about 90 bucks. But I suggest you get something similar to this. It's gonna be great. It's gonna fit just about anywhere, and it's gonna be very minimalistic, and it's gonna work great with iPadOS. Last but not least, since we have all these devices, you know, you don't want to just throw them down in a bag, but I got you guys this. And I've done a review on this before, but I felt like I had to come back because iPadOS was not out when I did this review. But this is what I'm talking about. This is the TomTalk Portfolio. Now, inside here are compartments, are sleeves, everything you would need to actually carry your device. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to load this thing up, and then I'm going to show you what it looks like and how you can carry everything in a very minimalistic style when you get iPadOS. So check this out.
Some of the old songs. For all time's sake.
So that's it. Everything I had on this table, I was able to pack up inside this TomTalk Portfolio. Now this is hard outer shell. It's water resistant. It has a water resistant material on the outside. Hear that? You get a nice lanyard on the edge over here. This fits into just about any book bag, any backpack. Now, double zippers on the outside. You're gonna open this up. Once you open it up, everything you need is right in here. So my keyboard is over here for those of you that don't want to carry a keyboard case. My mouse is here, folds flat, lays in here. You actually got USB Type-C hubs right here, 2 different types. You got your expandable memory. You have another power cord down here. You have a pen. I got my shameless plug right here, my business card. And then as you notice, I was able to actually put the Apple Keyboard Portfolio on this iPad. So it will not fit with the Apple Pencil on the side. Don't try to put the Apple Pencil in here and slide it in. It's not gonna work. It's not big enough, but it is big enough to sit right down in there. It's gonna be nice, it's gonna be compact. This is gonna be a great way to carry your iPad Pro with all of your accessories for iPadOS. So guys, there you have it. Everything you would need, from keyboard to USB hubs to mouse to storage to the actual case itself. Everything you would need all in one place for your iPad with iPadOS. What I will try to do is, I think I may have a few more accessories that I can possibly squeeze out. Some things that I like, some things that I just kind of can't do without on a daily basis, that I keep always somewhere in one of my bags, one of my pouches. So I may be able to get you guys 5 more. That'll be a total of 15 accessories that will make your life a whole lot easier with iPadOS. So just bear with me, stay tuned. Hopefully I can help someone out. Until next time, be sure and give me that thumbs up. Please subscribe. Average Tech Guy out. Peace.